Hello and welcome to Global Pulse News. Oil prices jumped on Sunday as President Trump issued an ultimatum to Iran over the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. crude briefly topped $114 a barrel after Trump demanded Iran reopen the strategic waterway by Tuesday or face military strikes on its power infrastructure. By 9:28 p.m. Eastern Time, May delivery contracts for U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude paired earlier gains, trading up 0.5% at $112.08 per barrel. Meanwhile, Brent crude for June delivery, the international benchmark, also eased to a 1.3% increase, trading at $110.47 per barrel. In a profanity-laced social media post on Sunday, Trump warned that Iran would be, quote, living in hell if it refused to open the strait. The president specifically threatened to bomb Iranian power plants and bridges. He then followed up with a cryptic message, and we quote directly, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, offering no further details. Iran has effectively blocked the Strait of Hormuz through a series of attacks on oil tankers. This waterway is a critical maritime choke point connecting the Persian Gulf to global markets. Before the current conflict, approximately 20% of the world's petroleum supplies passed through this route. The closure has triggered the largest oil supply disruption on record. Prices for crude, jet fuel, diesel, and gasoline have surged since hostilities began. In a national address last Wednesday, Trump said the war would continue for another 2 to 3 weeks. According to TD Securities, nearly 1 billion barrels of supply will be lost by the end of this month. That includes up to 600 million barrels of crude oil and roughly 350 million barrels of refined products. Senior commodity strategist Ryan McKay wrote in a note to clients on Thursday, and we quote directly, with the conflict now expected to last at least into deep April, the barrel math becomes increasingly grim. Energy consulting firm Rapidan projects a net loss of 630 million barrels of oil and refined products by the end of June, after accounting for redirected pipeline flows, emergency stockpile releases, and inventory drawdowns. On Sunday, 8 members of the OPEC alliance agreed to raise production by 206,000 barrels per day in May. However, it remains unclear how that additional oil would reach global markets while the strait remains closed. Also on Sunday, Kuwait Petroleum Corporation reported that several of its operational facilities had been hit by drone attacks, resulting in significant damage. OPEC warned that repairing energy infrastructure damaged by Iranian strikes, and we quote, is both costly and takes a long time, thereby affecting overall supply availability. The 8 members of OPEC participating in the output increase are Saudi Arabia, Russia, Iraq, the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Kazakhstan, Algeria, and Oman. This is a developing story. We'll bring you updates as they come in.